Well, hello there, folks. How are you? It's Mikael. Welcome. I am super excited to be on here today. And we are getting started with broadcasting today a new moon meditation that we can come together as a group. Now, to give you a little bit of a heads up here, I found a software that I'm able to broadcast live on many different platforms at one time. So I'm going to be broadcasting this recording and testing it out a little bit here. And I want to welcome you all on Insight Timer. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Can everybody hear me okay on Insight Timer? Please say hello or send up a heart so I know you can hear me okay. And then also on YouTube, and as well as except all Facebook, except let's see here. All right. And also, sorry about that, YouTube, and also on a couple Facebook groups. So hopefully this is broadcasting there live. And I am going to have an opportunity to talk a little bit about the importance and the value of coming together as a collective, as a group effort, because there is a synergy where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And synergy means that. Synergy means when two or more people come together with the same intention, magic and miracles can happen, especially when those people are grounded in love and benevolence and well-being, meaning that they have good intentions for those not only in the group, but in the world at large. And today we're going to do a guided meditation. And like I said, I'm excited to find this software that will allow me to stream on many different platforms. And I am excited. So welcome. I do a lot of teaching on Insight Timer. I have a class coming up, I believe. Let's see, when is my next class? Real quick, I'll make a little note here. Yes, tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on hope, accessing the motivation, joy, and the power of the future. It's going to be different than the class I did last week on hope and the power of the future. And it's something that will be available on Insight Timer. I might try to stream that live as well onto my Facebook group on Soul-utions. But welcome. So anybody on here from Insight Timer that has never been to a Soul-utions gathering can say hello. I can see the comments on there. Unfortunately, I don't see comments for YouTube viewers or for Friends of Lazarus group and other people that I've been streaming to. But either way, know that I'm here, I'm recording, and I'm excited to share with you a guided meditation for all of us to come together to create a synergy where the whole of our being, our consciousness collectively together from all parts of the world can set an intention to renew and to revitalize our well-being, to renew and to revitalize our heart, our mind, our soul, and our spirit. And it's not so much that you have to revitalize the soul and the spirit, but to renew your commitment, your relationship to those parts of yourself that are often drowned out and ignored and denied in today's very chaotic and noisy world that we all participate in. Hi there, Robin. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Where are you from? Let me know where you're from. New York. Terrific. Yeah, I guess it's probably the sun has set over on the East Coast. Right now it's 6 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time, so the sun is not quite set. You can see my office very bright. And nonetheless, the new moon is out there, and it's this tiny little crescent moon, and the new moon today actually happened early this morning. But one thing I want to mention that's valuable for people to be aware of and to understand is that whenever there's a new moon or a full moon, there is the realm of influence isn't just at the moment of the new moon or the moment that the moon turns full, But that day obviously is a big part of that resonance. It's the anchor point. But prior to that, 3 days before the new moon, during, and 3 days after, so for a whole week, 7 days, the influence of that shift of the planetary system, the shift of from the new into the full moon, is influential through a whole week. So today is actually the new moon, and it was this morning. And ironically, I woke up wide awake this morning around 6 a.m., which is not common for me to do. I had my alarm set for 7:30, but I woke up and I ended up going out and connecting with nature earlier this morning. And I recommend all of you to do the same, to allow yourself to connect with nature. And if you don't have a chance to do that today, you're going to do it in the meditation I'm going to take you on. Because you see, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something you imagine and something that you visualize or that you experience physically. Your autonomic nervous system responds as if you are literally doing it. And that's because all of us are connected in consciousness, and our consciousness is what's real. Our consciousness is what's real. And what's real for you today is a time to pause, to enter into a stillness, a beautiful, quiet stillness, and to allow yourself to receive healing and nurturing and revitalization of your soul and spirit, of its energy that can bring you back into balance and harmony. And we'll begin that in just a few moments. I want to give time for people to jump on here. Looks like I've got over 20 some people already on Insight Timer. Welcome to all of you. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to post that. But it is a very powerful new moon. It's a very powerful new moon. This month, we began the month with a full moon, and then we have the new moon right here anchored in the center, August 16th. And then on August 30th, and 2 weeks from today, is another full moon in the same month, which is often called a blue moon. It happens every year and a half to 2 years. There's all of a sudden, the way the timing works, 29 and a half days, where during a long month of 31 days, 2 moons, whether they're new or full, will happen within the same month. And that's what's called a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, if any of you don't or aren't aware of that. I'm going to close my door here real quickly. There we go. So we can have some silence. And I'm going to guide you into a relaxation process. And so what I'd like for you to do is to follow along with me, to follow along and to allow yourself to disconnect momentarily, to disconnect from the noise, the confusion, the chaos of your daily life. And together, let's pause with the intention of aligning and receiving healing, restoration, renewal from our soul and spirit. And together, as we embark upon renewing and revitalizing our energy, we expand our presence into the world. In all of those relationships that we're a part of, that there's a thread of connection to all the people in your life. And as you shift and change, that energy becomes available for them. And so it's not you just working on yourself. We are all connected, especially when you set the intention and decide, yes, I want to not only renew and revitalize my own well-being, but I also want to share that energy with all of my friends and family and loved ones, and even those people that are neighbors and acquaintances that I haven't yet to meet, as you set that intention. And I'm going to guide you through a very quick process to relax, to focus, and then we're going to go on a journey together. And one last thing before we start is a lot of people I've noticed get hung up on visualization. I don't seem to see the pictures like a major motion picture in my mind. It doesn't matter. You just have to see it for an instant. And the moment you sense it and see it, you are connected to it. And more importantly, you need to feel the feeling that the words in the guided meditation engender. It is the emotional energy that is even more powerful than whether you, quote, visualize it properly or not. Because imagination is all five of your inner senses. It's not just the inner sight, which is called visualization. It's your inner feeling, it's your inner smell, touch, taste, hearing. All of that's part of imagination. For instance, right now, as I say, imagine a rose, a horse. What color was the rose? What color was the horse? You imagine it for a split second, and that's all it takes. So don't get hung up on, oh, Mikael is describing these things. What would it feel like if I were literally in this beautiful space that I'm describing? Let yourself engender the feeling and open your mind to imagine, to smell the smells, to touch the and feel the roughness of the bark or the smoothness of the stone or the wet of the water. And let yourself get engaged with that. And as you do, you're going to interact with the body mind connection. And when you shift your mind, your body responds. So let's begin. Thank you, Gloria. I'm glad you're here. Glad you love being here as well. And let's get started. I have the music set up as well, and I have some little bit of background music. Again, for those of you that just jumped on here, I'm trying to stream on 3 different platforms at one time through a software that I found. Insight Timer, I'm on there on their platform, and then also I'm streaming simultaneously on my Facebook page, Solutions for Moving Beyond Struggle, and also on my YouTube channel for those 1,800 followers on YouTube that want to participate in the new moon as well. So I'm trying to juggle this optimal software here. Cool. All right. So I want you to find a comfortable position. Turn off your phone, close the door, adjust your room if you need to turn down the lights, however you want to prepare, and give your mind the clues that it's time for you to meditate. And then just very easily and effortlessly allow your eyes to quietly close. And take in a long, slow, deep breath, filling your lungs with life-giving oxygen, holding your breath for just a moment or two to capacity, filling your lungs and holding it, and then just exhale and let go. Relax and let go with the exhale, for this is your time, a sacred time to be still, to become quiet, to relax. And as you draw your attention inward, focus your awareness on your breathing. As you breathe in, filling your lungs, and as you breathe out, with each inhale and exhale, let that breath move into its own natural rhythm. A rhythm, your rhythm of relaxation. That's it. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do. And together we set our intention. We set our intention to accelerate healing, renewal, revitalization of our body, mind, and our relationship with our soul and spirit over the next 20 to 30 minutes. And behind your closed lids, I want you to take in another long, slow, deep breath. This time, as you're inhaling, I want you behind closed lids to lift your eyes up as if you're looking through a tiny window in your forehead, creating tension and stress in your eyes. As you lift your eyes up, holding your breath, holding the tension in your eyes, hold it a little bit longer now. Exhale and let your eyes relax. Let yourself breathe out and relax, letting your breath and your breathing go back into its own natural rhythm. Very good. It is a most wonderful feeling to let go of the cares and the concerns of this day. It is a wonderful feeling to move into deeper and healthier states of mind called meditation. And I invite you now. I encourage you to let your breathing lull you deeper as I count from 10 to 1. And with each descending number, let yourself go and shift into healthier states of mind. 10, 9, 8, letting go, letting go. Relax. 7, 6, 5. Hear the word relax. Think of the word relax. Feel the word relax. And now, ever so quietly, you become the word relax. 4, deeper now, deeper into the stillness of your being, deeper and down deeper. 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1. One. Your body is relaxed, and you call back the energy you've scattered throughout today. And as you call back the energy from that meeting you were in, from that relationship with your children and that discussion with loved ones or family or friends, pull back the energy by imagining tiny little sparks of light that you are calling back, calling home to the roost as you call back the energy of the day. And you sense these sparks of light moving into the core of your being, moving into your heart and into your mind as you retrieve the energy that you've scattered. And as you feel that energy, that light building in your heart, I want you to smile behind closed eyes, to smile with your lips, to smile with your heart. For it is the smiling that opens the heart as you think the words, I care. It is safe for me to care for myself, to care for my family and my friends, to care about the world in which we live. It is safe for me to care. And as your heart opens, you feel a gentle wave a wave of light, of love, flowing from your heart, moving out like a gentle, beautiful wave of energy. And it begins to move out away from your body, filling your auric field and beyond, in all directions at once. You being the center, the focal point, the origin of that love. And that light in your heart expands, and your entire aura, your auric field is glowing brighter as you think, I care. It is safe for me to care. And you begin to appreciate and value your physical body, renewing your relationship with your physical body by sending a warm thought of gratitude and appreciation to your feet and your ankles. And let that appreciation, that gratefulness, lift up into your calves, all the way up to your knees and into your thighs, until the lower regions of your body, from your hips down to your toes, are completely valued and appreciated, as you allow the healing and the renewal of your life force energy. And you let this appreciation expand into your torso, through the pelvic girdle, through the genitals, through the base of your spine, moving up the spinal column, the spinal cord. Let this appreciation for all of the many organs and glands within your digestive and reproductive system, within your nervous system, to send the light of value. I value my body, this beautiful temple that houses my consciousness, this beautiful temple I appreciate. And feel that light expanding, moving up through the spinal column, the spinal cord, all the way up through the mid and the lower back, all the way to your upper back and into the nape of your neck, and sense as if your spinal column is becoming like a fluorescent bulb, glowing its light through your entire nervous system. You can relax now. You can relax now. And you feel the warm wave of relaxation as it moves up now, moving up through the lungs and the heart. You feel the light of appreciation and value filling your heart and moving into the bloodstream, illuminating the blood with light. And that beautiful deep red crimson blood turns into a pink with the light of appreciation. And your heart pumps that illuminated blood down into your arms, up into your head, all the way down through your torso, back down to your feet. You let the bloodstream be glowing with light as you value and you appreciate the heart beating rhythmically and without effort, carrying life-giving oxygen throughout your entire physical body, feeding, healing, and nourishing. And with each and every breath, you appreciate your body. And as your mind appreciates the body, there is a harmony and balance and a renewal of energy. And you go deeper. You drift even deeper. And in a moment, you're going to imagine you're inside of this cocoon of light, a chrysalis, as if there's a veil between you and the outside world, surrounding you on all sides, above and below. You're inside of a chrysalis, a cocoon. And in this cocoon, there is a spark of light, the spark of your soul and spirit. And you sense that spark and you welcome a healing, a spiritual healing from soul and spirit. You welcome and open your heart and mind to receive the grace. With the gratitude, you receive the grace and the gratitude of your being. Breathing in and breathing out, you are safe, protected in this cocoon, and you feel a pulse of energy that is more than the pulse of your heart, but is a pulsing energy of love filling this cocoon. And it's almost as if you can sense the cocoon expanding and contracting in a rhythmic beat of relaxation, in a rhythmic beat of love. And there is a sacred time emerging where I need to expand beyond my comfort zone, where I need to expand beyond and to step into greater vulnerability, not only to receive the love and the healing from soul and spirit, but to be able to give of my authenticity, to give of the love of who I am, this majestic spiritual being of who you've always been and are, remembering and reuniting and becoming more as each day unfolds. And so inside of this beautiful pulsing cocoon, it is glowing with light, and you can see the veil between you and the outside world. It is a thin, light, almost gauze-like veil. And you set your intention that you're ready. You're ready to emerge anew, ready to emerge and to connect more deeply with life itself, to renew your commitment to all of the relationships that you are a part of, to renew your commitment with your community, to bring your essence, your soul's light into every interaction and every day moving forward. Imagining you're lifting your dominant hand up above your head, a strong cut down through this gauze-like veil. You're going to cut through and expose yourself, stepping through the veil into a beautiful, magical meadow in the late afternoon. You step through now as you cut through the veil and you step out of that cocoon and you emerge into the sweet grass that grows tall. And you let yourself imagine the beauty of the sky in the late afternoon as the golden hue begins to cast its light across the land. And as your eyes adjust, you sense the trees in the distance and perhaps mountains there against the horizon. And the light of the sun is lowering into the western sky. And there before you is a beautiful, magnificent, large, broadleaf tree. You sense this tree, and it is there with its presence radiant, glowing. And it is calling and beckoning you to come sit underneath its bouquet of branches. And you walk and you shift your weight from right to left as you step through the sweet grass, through the daisies and through the wildflowers, as you move closer to this magnificent tree of life, your tree of life. And the shadows stretch towards the east as the ball of light slowly lowers touching and kissing the horizon. And you step underneath the branches of this beautiful sacred tree, your tree of life. And you see and feel comforted in the shade that the branches offer you. Similar to the cocoon you just stepped out of, you step into the auric field, this orb of the tree itself. As you become one with the tree, you lean your back against, and you feel the strength of the tree, firmly rooted and grounded in the earth, and reaching its branches up towards the last day of light, the last light of day, as the sun sinks quietly, silently beneath the horizon. And that magic time of twilight, that magic hour emerges. And you hear the sounds of nature. The birds slow down their whistle and they become quiet and still. And the scamper of squirrels and tiny animals lessens as they retreat, preparing for the night. And you lean your back against this strong, powerful tree, protected by the branches and by the shade of this magnificent specimen of a tree. And you feel, as you lean back, the rough of the bark against your back. You feel the earth beneath your legs, and you relax, closing with this magnificent tree. Body. You leave your body, this vehicle, and you let your consciousness, your awareness, you let it pull back into the tree, and you become one with the trunk of the tree, and you feel as if your consciousness now, unencumbered by the body, is moving down. Your feet and legs are becoming one with the roots of this tree, grounded in the beauty and majesty of this magical meadow. And you feel yourself stretching and reaching much bigger and taller than your body would permit as it rests there quietly. You sense your body now, your etheric body, your consciousness, expanding beyond the physical and lifting up through the trunk of the tree, your arms reaching and stretching towards the last light of day. As the sun has set beneath the horizon and has smeared pastel colors of red and orange and yellow and golden, peach, purple in its majesty, the western sky painted beautifully with the setting sun. It is a new day, and a new moon has begun. And you look towards the beauty in the sky as if a dimmer switch is turning down the light slowly and gradually, and the last bit of daylight disappears, and you see a tiny sliver of a crescent moon just past new. And you sense that beautiful moon directly above this tree that you've become. As you stretched and morphed into the tree, you are anchored deep into the earth, and you are uplifted into the branches all the way to the tiny leaves, and you feel the gentle breeze moving through you, through the leaves and the trees as they wiggle and wave, welcoming the new moon and its magic. And you perceive this ladle of the new crescent moon directly above the tree. You sense it there hanging patiently, quietly in the night sky. And as that tiny little sliver, like a cradled ladle in the sky, begins to tip, it begins to tip. You've never seen that happen before, but you see this crescent moon starting to tip and spilling moonlight down onto the earth, Slowly it falls like a waterfall, this trail of moonlight, magic dust, starlight, coming down from that crescent moon as it tilts ever so slightly, spilling moonlight down to surround this tree that you occupy. As it surrounds the tree in this magic moonlight, and you absorb that silver light through the leaves of the trees, through your being, absorbing the light of the new moon as the darkness of the night exposes the light of the moon. And you drink it in through the pores on the surface of your skin, the body there resting at the base of the tree. You also drink this moonlight in through the leaves, the branches, the bark, and even the grasses beneath. All are bathed in the new moon's silver light, the light of the goddess, the light of the soul. And you ask your soul and spirit to rejuvenate and to heal, to balance, and to accelerate the manifestation of well-being throughout your entire consciousness. And you absorb the light of the moon, and you let it replenish your hopes for the future, your desires, your dreams, perhaps some that were abandoned in anxiety or doubt, perhaps some that need to be bolstered and rejuvenated and revitalized, to let that healing light of your soul to work its magic as you sit quietly in the stillness of this magic meadow during the new moon. Let yourself receive from your soul. Let yourself be made new, to be made new from deep within. Bathed in the gentle flow of the new moon's light, the night has replaced the day. It is dark, mysterious, as all new moon evenings are. And you let the darkness of the night and its mystery and its magic deepen the solitude and the stillness, to deepen the solitude and the stillness as you go into the silence of the night, 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 into the silence. Stars like diamonds in the night sky, for the new moon only makes her debut for a few minutes before it descends along with the sun to disappear beyond the horizon. It is a dark night with the stars glowing and twinkling above. And the coolness of the land, you look out now, opening your mental eyes, back in your body, sitting underneath this broadleaf tree. You are there grounded, resting your back upon this large, beautiful tree. And you open your mental eyes, you look out and you see the mist and the fog rising up from the land. You see a gentle fog covering the dew upon the land, and you sense it as you breathe it in, this moisture, this mist, breathing it in through your lungs. You feel it entering into your lungs, into your body, as the night is quiet and still, mysterious and welcoming. And you send healing energy. You send it to your family, to your friends. You also send that healing energy to those troubled spots within our world, to those hot spots from the heat rising in all areas of our planet, to the fires in Maui, to those in Canada, to South Africa, to all the different continents from Australia to Europe to Russia, sending energy, a renewing energy of hope and healing into the world, as together, collectively, we allow for part of our meditation experience to reach beyond our personal lives and to connect with our communities, to our state, to our nation, to our continent, and to the world at large, until you sense this ball of light called planet Earth, covered in a mist, a healing mist of the new moon, and you sense it glowing to restore and to harmonize and find balance within itself. You send that intention and that light and that energy for all of the world to receive. And you open your heart and mind to receive what you need to receive from your soul. Let it be a mystery. Let it be a miracle. And in a moment, I'm going to count familiar numbers from 1 to 5. And at the count of 5, you shall return to full awakening awareness, to full awakening consciousness at the count of 5. 1, coming up slowly and easily, sensing now. Sensing that magic meadow as a distant memory, as you feel and open up to the space that you occupy physically, where your body is resting, where you last left it, there in the room, in that chair against the bed, the headboard. 1, coming up slowly. 2, sense the ceiling above you, the walls around you. 3, at the count of 5, you'll take in a long, slow, deep breath, opening your eyes, allowing yourself to return, fully revitalized, fully refreshed, having tapped into the resonance, the energy of a new day, a new dawn, a new moon. 3, 4, and 5. And 5. Let yourself now open your eyes, keeping your heart open, your mind open. And thank you for joining me here in San Francisco and wherever you are in the world, as we joined our intentions to not only restore and to revitalize and to rejuvenate our essence, our energy, but to bring that light into our communities, into the world. For as two or more are gathered in the name of love, all things are possible. Miracles happen. So thank you for co-creating the magic this evening on this new moon. Here we are, the middle of August, the dog days of summer. And what a difference a day makes. Thank you for participating. Thank you for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing you all in the near future. Lauren says, Mikhail, were you a famous stage actor in a former life? I don't recall that, but possibly. I've had a lot of lifetimes. Thank you for the donation, Lauren. Thank you, Michelle, for your feedback, and Robin and Gloria, all of you 72 meditators on here from Insight Timer. I know there are people on YouTube as well as on my Facebook group. If you'd like to, by the way, I have a new mini course that's available it's called Rewrite Your Destiny. It's about how do you change limiting beliefs. And if you're interested, there's a body-mind test that will show you just how powerful your mind is to create changes in your body. And it's free. It's on my website. You can go check it out. Those of you on Insight Timer know about how to go to my website. But if anybody's new on here, this is the website, Soul-utions.com. Let me see if I can straighten this out a little bit. Soul-utions.com. And notice it's spelled like soul-utions, Soul-utions. You go to the tab that says Learn, go to Insight Timer Special, and there you will find the mini course. And it has a free, about a 4-minute test just to show you how powerful your mind is. This is a short video. Check it out. And if you'd like to, if you're on my website, there's a pop-up box that usually occurs for a newsletter. If you'd like to get my Wisdom Wednesdays or my Solution Sundays, check it out. That's available. I'll be back on here tomorrow talking about the power of the future and how to ignite the hope and the wonder and the magic of that future. And I look forward. That'll be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be back here live on Insight Timer. I'm also going to try to stream that on my Facebook group. If you're interested in my Facebook group, you can track me down on there by typing in my name and Soul-utions. You should be able to find that. But thank you again, Lauren, for the donation. Thank you all for your love, your time, your attention. And I want you to think about that. You know, our ego can so easily look at all the problems of what's wrong in our life, in our world, but what a difference a day makes. You know, when you met that special person and your life changed, when something opened up and you had a realization or an aha experience and you were completely different from that point forward, let yourself open up, and perhaps that energy your soul bestowed upon you during that new moon magic that you just worked, perhaps it will usher in a miracle in your life that will allow that what a difference a day makes to be something that you are sharing with friends and family. I thank you, and I look forward to connecting with you in whatever way we do that. But for now, as your journey continues, I hope that you will continue to reveal more of the beautiful truth of who you are and who you are as a majestic and powerful spiritual being. And I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you again for participating, for co-creating this magic on this new moon night. And until the next time our paths cross, be well, take care. Thank you again. Bye now.